is a memory play based on Tom's recollection of his mother Amanda and his sister Laura. Amanda is obsessed with finding a suitor for Laura, largely because Amanda is so fearful that there will be no one to care for Laura if she doesn't marry.
Tom brings a friend, Jim, home to dinner, and Jim and Laura talk and reminisce about their high school days together. But Jim is already engaged and will only encourage Laura to become less self-conscious in the Glass Menagerie, playing at the Vortex. Joining us now to tell us more about this famous play are the actors of the show, Debbie Kirsten, Ryan Jason Cook. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So, you know, like I said, I could do an entire show about Tennessee Williams and, you know, an amazing, prolific playwright. This piece is somewhat autobiographical, is that right?
It is.
How so?
Well, what Tennessee Williams does is he takes aspects of his life and experiences that he took and he puts them into his play, Glass Menagerie, with Tom as the character. It's funny because the show actually goes back and forth between present and the past, and Tom's telling his story, and so the autobiographical points are life experiences of Tennessee Williams. Like, he worked in a warehouse, he had a sister that was crippled, he had a dysfunctional family. I mean, he lived in St. Louis during that, you know, coming out of the Great Depression and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see different aspects. If you know anything about Tennessee Williams, or if the readers, you know, the watchers do, then you'll see that happen.
Now, the Glass Menagerie is considered one of the greatest plays of the 20th century. Is it difficult to play such iconic roles that so many great actors have stepped into before?
It can be, but I think what we do is approach each script as what's printed on the paper. We play what's there. We play what we know in terms of the relationships to each other, that sort of thing. An actor has to approach every script for him or herself.
Yeah.
So.
So let's talk a little bit about the relationships here. So the gentleman caller, why is it so important to have this gentleman caller? Why is this such a push?
Laura, Laura needs to be brought out of her shell. Laura is very shy, and Amanda is afraid that she's never going to have any success as a human being. And she's trying her hardest. She's tried to put her into a business school. She's tried to take her to church and introduce her to other people, and she just can't seem to have any sort of social life. And so she figures the only way that Laura's ever going to succeed is to get married. And so it becomes very important to her to have Laura meet people, and Laura never leaves the house. And so she asks Tom to bring someone home for Laura to meet.
Who's played by Nate Warren. I mean, this is a great cast that you've got, an incredible cast of actors. The two of you, obviously very seasoned, very talented, and Nate Warren playing the gentleman caller. So talk about your fourth person in this cast.
Laura?
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. It's Rhiannon Fraser. She plays Laura. She's actually, I've never worked with her before. I've seen her in a couple of shows, and you know, we know each other in our personal lives, but she's actually really grabbed on to Laura as a character. And it's tough. Laura, she has, you know, of a crippledness to her, and she's very introverted and very skittish about her life. And I think that Rhiannon does a fantastic job of really grabbing on and finding those little subtleties in her that bring it to life.
Now, who is this play for? Who should go see it?
Anybody.
Everybody?
All
ages?
It's family friendly. It's probably not a play younger children are going to enjoy, because it's not active. It's not it's not a comedy, and it's not, though there are some funny things, but I think with younger children would probably get bored. But it's taught in high schools, and so I think from high school age on, it could be something very enlightening for people.
And I think that it's very important. I mean, we've had discussions before. In fact, jokingly on this show, we had discussions that some people don't know what A Streetcar Named Desire is. They don't know some of the canon of American theater. And a lot of times it's because some of these stories, these plays are disappearing from required reading. So it's very important for people, I think, in my opinion, if a play is written, to see it, not just to read it. So this is a great opportunity to experience the vocalization of Tennessee Williams' poetry in many ways.
Exactly. Very lyrical, very poetic. And you're right. And it's a great story. And we tend to think that it's been done, everybody's seen it, but that's not necessarily true.
There's always
Each
something new
generation
to
has
find.
to have an opportunity to re-experience it. So.
Absolutely.
So when, where, how can people go see it?
We're at the Vortex Theater. We open tomorrow night, Friday, at 7:30, Fridays and Saturdays, Sundays at 2, for 4 weekends, all the way through April 5th.
Okay, and then you have a preview tonight, $7.
Yes.
If people
$7?
can't make it to the other shows, that's great. And it's at the new Vortex Theater, guys, which is located on Carlisle near Candelaria. For more information on how you can check out this show, and I recommend doing it if you've never experienced Tennessee Williams, you couldn't do better than with the cast that you've gotten with this play. It's an amazing cast. For more information, head over to casa.com. We'll have all the links there. Break legs, guys.